Hey everyone, so we are back again with another reading. This one is going to be who has a crush on you. So we're going to be tapping into the energy of who currently has a crush on you at the present moment and all of their thoughts, emotions, feelings, what's going on in their head, what is their opinion of you, and all of that. So with that being said, today we have a beautiful selection of sandwiches and we are going to start from number 1. Then we have number 2, number 3, and number 4, and I will show you up close as well. So this one is pile number 1, and it is a beautiful gourmet hot dog with a drizzle of mayo and ketchup in a delicate lettuce leaf on a soft sesame seed bun. Then we have number 2. This one is like a breakfast sandwich, and it is an omelet drizzled with ketchup and mayo and lettuce and on a bun. So then we have number 3. This one is your typical ham and cheese sandwich. It's also got a little pickle inside, but just a very traditional kind of sandwich choice. And finally, number 4. This one is your standard hamburger, not a cheeseburger, a hamburger and on your sesame seed bun with lettuce, ketchup, and mayo, of course. So they all look super delicious, super good. Hopefully you already have one calling your name, and if you guys need to spend more time deciding, feel free to pause, rewind, mute me, do whatever you need to do to decide. Take as much time as you need, but we're gonna go ahead and jump into pile 1. Hey pile 1, so if you guys picked this hot dog sandwich, this is going to be your reading. I am using artificial light for this reading because it gets dark so early, but this is what it looks like. It looks super good. I love a hot dog. It's one of my favorite meals, sausages and stuff. But anyway, let's get right into your reading, guys. So we got the 10 of Wands, Knight of Pentacles, Strength, 9 of Wands, 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups, the Empress, the Devil, the 3 of Swords, and finally the 9 of Swords. So you guys have an interesting reading. I feel like, first of all, this would be someone who probably has a lot of people. I feel like both of you guys honestly have a lot of people interested in you. I feel like your person probably almost like I'm getting like player vibes or something. But I feel like they can't get you out of their head, kind of a thing. Like they're used to playing the field. They're not really used to catching feelings. But it's like now they're very much thinking of you, can't get you off their mind. They're having late nights, can't sleep. You're in their head all the time. And this is definitely kind of weighing on them. I mean, we got the 10 of Wands. I feel like it's almost like they're like, what's going on? Like, how is this happening? And why do I feel this way? Like, it's never happened to me before. And they kind of can't get you out of their head. I feel like this person is also probably physically fairly strong with the Strength card coming out. Like, they may work out at the gym a lot or be really tall or big or something. But I feel like this person is strong. Or if you guys are a guy asking about a girl, she could be into fitness or something. Maybe not like huge muscles, or she could be, but you know, she could also just be like someone who works out or takes fitness classes, something like that. But definitely getting an emphasis on that physical strength and on like physical fitness in some form. And so for you guys asking about a masculine, I do feel like this is someone who would be kind of bigger and strong and probably looks like they could kind of protect you, kind of a vibe. So I feel like they have a lot of people interested in them, and it's kind of has them a little bit shook of like, why did I feel this way? I'm not really supposed to be that person that is like flipping out about, you know, one person in particular. But then you guys are over here as the Empress. And so you guys have this beautiful energy that's like very strong and powerful. I almost feel like your person also feels, with the Knight of Pentacles coming in, like they have to earn money to be with you. So if you guys, I don't know if you guys are earning bank, or maybe you're not, but you just come off that way. Like, I feel like the image they have of you is as someone who's just like financially on point. Like you guys, I feel like even if you have like 50 cents in your checking account, you're going out looking cute and looking like expensive. You know what I mean? Like, you guys are going out looking like, if you're a feminine, you would have like hair, nails, like makeup on point, nice looking, you know, clothing. And like I said, you don't necessarily have to have a lot of money, but this is how you present. I've said it before, but it's like, you could be wearing Shine, but you look like Chanel. People assume it's that, you know what I mean? So that's the vibe you guys are giving off. So it's almost like this person is like, okay, I need to make some money. So they are working on money as a way of like trying to attract you. I feel like they spend a lot of time thinking about you and wondering like if you would go for them. It's almost like though they are torn a little bit between their lifestyle, which I do feel like is very like they are a player. They kind of date around with the devil. They may be partying, they may be drinking a little too much or sleeping around with like very casual sex. And I feel like for you guys, you know, they're aware that like with you, it would be different and that they would kind of have to settle down. For some of you guys, this person may have another partner or be in another relationship with someone with the Three of Swords. So they may be, let me get some more cards from this deck, but I have a lot of cards from y'all because it gets interesting, but I'm just going to live pull some more. But yeah, they just are assuming that you guys have like your ish together, and it's kind of like they have to get their ish together to be with you. We just got the Death card. So they are aware that that would be an end to that lifestyle that they have. That would be a change for them of like, okay, I'm used to living this way. I'm used to going out all the time. But I can't. I feel like for some of you guys, they definitely watch your social media, or you guys may have a social media presence that's kind of large that they're aware of or something. I feel like either way, they are impressed by your social media. They're like, wow, like that's really cool. The stuff you guys post, or you know, that, I don't know, some of you guys may make money through social media or something. I feel like this person is very impressed with that, and they do spend a lot of time thinking about you. We have a lot of cards relating to that, so you're very much on their mind like all the time. So yeah, so let's get into more of your cards, you guys. So we got Abundance, Hidden Depths, Manifestation, and Inner Child. So I feel like for a lot of you guys, again, there's this emphasis on money, on the fact that this person thinks you have a lot of money and they're trying to earn some for themselves, to bring in, like, to attract you guys, I guess. I feel like this person, it's almost like they want you to know. I'm honestly getting a vibe that this person may be younger than you or something, or they see you. It's almost like they look up to you. It's like they almost want your approval in a way that like a young person would want from like a mentor or something almost. Like they really think that you guys have something really amazing going on with your life, and that you guys have accomplished a lot. And so for them, they're very much impressed by that, and they kind of want to make sure that they can compare, and it's like they're trying to step up. I'm definitely getting like a younger vibe for a lot of this. It could just be the energy, but it's like, yeah, they see you as the Empress. They kind of look up to you as like, not necessarily just older. It's not like that's factoring in their head of like, oh, this person's way older than me. But it's more like, wow, they've accomplished so much. They've done so much. They have their head screwed on straight. Even if, you know, you're younger or you're the same age, I feel like you guys, they see you and perceive you as very mature, and that you have your whole like life on point. Maybe you guys are good manifestors or something, but it's almost like this person, you know, in the dynamic, I feel like they feel like they're the child. I mean, that sounds really weird, but like with Inner Child coming out, like I guess that sounds really weird, but you know what I mean? Like they feel younger than you for sure. They feel like they are like, it's not like they're the ones calling the shots, I guess. I would say you're the ones calling the shots, or you're the one that they look up to. And I don't want to say they feel childish, because I don't think they do, but they feel like they really look up to you, and I can't emphasize that enough. So they also want you to know that they have a lot of hidden depths, because I feel like this person may come off as someone who's kind of like immature, or people may judge them as that. Again, like I feel like they have a lot of sexual partners or people who they are dating, and so they have a lot of opportunities to date around. And so for them, they see you as like, they are used to being perceived as that, as someone who's like not very serious, maybe just like a party person, and they want you to know that they're deeper than that. They really want you to see that side of them of like, I've studied history, or you know what I mean, I know a lot about math, or I know a lot about philosophy or something. Like they want to impress you, you know what I mean? There's this worry for them that like they'd never take me seriously because I don't have XYZ kind of a thing. And they see you guys as being like highly intelligent. I feel like you guys are very smart, or at least you come off that way. And you guys have almost like this reserved energy that I feel like makes you guys very intriguing to this person. Like I think that they almost feel like more comfortable with you because I feel like they have a lot of people that are always trying to catch their attention, and it's almost like they're used to putting on a goofy persona, and you know, it works quite well for them. But at the same time, you guys are very intuitive and you see through it. You guys are kind of quietly intuitive. Like you don't care if you're the center of attention, and in fact some of you guys don't even want to be. You like actively hate being the center of attention, and you're just like, you're very like almost demure. And I feel like this person, it's like it makes them feel like they can be honest because you're not competing. You're not trying to be like, oh, hey, look at me, I'm the coolest here or something. And I feel like kind of the group they hang out with is a lot of people like that, where it's like people competing for attention, people just in the party scene, trying to, you know, seem like they're the coolest person around. Whereas you guys are very effortless, don't really care how you're perceived. You just have this inner confidence. And I feel like this person is really drawn to you as a result of that. It's almost like they feel like, oh, I could relax with this person. Like, I don't need to put up a wall. I don't need to be trying to be something I'm not. I don't need to be pretending. I can just kind of exist. So we also got mindful, groupthink, dances one foot, balancing act, dust devil, moving out of stagnation, and winter's dream, gestation period, and cosmic womb, the divine feminine. So interesting, a lot of energy that is kind of associated with pregnancy here. So I don't know. I feel like some of you guys just give off a good mom vibe or a good dad vibe. It could be as well, although we are getting like, you know, the divine feminine came out and stuff. But I feel like, yeah, especially for the feminines, it's almost like you guys give off a vibe of femininity, and this person, I don't know. I feel like that's something, you know, I feel like a lot of people that want to have kids, even if it's off in the future, like 10 years down the line, you want to make sure your partner is good with kids or whatever, you know. So I feel like you guys give off a vibe of like a really divine feminine mother energy. Or if you're a guy, this could definitely be divine masculine, good father energy of like someone who would just be really good with kids, and have that strong like protective masculine fatherly guidance energy. And if you, yeah, for the feminines, it's like very sweet, motherly, and kind of creative, dreamy, divine feminine, high priestess type energy. So I feel like for you guys, that's entered the equation, and it's one of the reasons, this might not even be conscious, that they're so drawn to you, is you guys just seem like you would be that person that would have kids like just drawn to them all the time, and you would just know exactly what to say. Maybe kids are drawn to some of you guys and animals and stuff, but it's like, I feel like you guys would just, you're almost like, I feel like some of you guys would be even mothering in the relationship, or you have a motherly dynamic with this person where like they ask you stuff and you're just like, oh, that's good, yeah, well, I think I experienced something like that, but you know, my advice is blah blah. Like you guys are very easy to talk to in that way, that like, yeah, like almost like a mom is, or a, you know, older, like one of your friends' parents or something, where like you can tell them stuff and they'll give you advice, and they'll kind of like, they're looking out for you, and they'll be calm, and they're more mature because they're older. They're not gonna like flip out on you. And I mean, of course there's really immature parents, but like this is like a good parent, but not in a weird way. I just think you guys give off, like some of you guys might be Cancers. I'm definitely getting a water sign vibe for a lot of you guys anyway. But yeah, I also feel like for you guys, like I said, we got groupthink again. So it's, to me, or not again, but like the same energy that I was picking up on earlier of you guys, either you or your person. I feel like both of you guys are very attractive to a lot of people. I feel like your person has a lot of dates, and they're more actively like taking advantage of that. Like they enjoy the fact that a lot of people find them attractive. They like take advantage of that. You know what I mean? They're not like, oh, I hate this. People are checking me out again. They're like, yes, I love it, you know. And so they are actually going out on those dates and making those connections and going out to parties and stuff like that and having like fun with it. Whereas I feel like you guys, with Dust Devil moving out of stagnation, for some of y'all, it has been a while since you guys have been in a relationship, but it's interesting because you guys have a lot of people interested in you. You guys have a lot of offers for dates and a lot of people who would like to be with you. A lot of people who like check you out, notice you. And this person's very aware of that. They're very aware that you guys are like a head turner. Like people see you and they want to know more about you. People see you and they're drawn to you. But I feel like you guys are very choosy with the Empress. Like you guys have an energy that you're just not open for everyone. It's like, you know, they're kind of like they're kind of like a really nice hotel, but anyone can stay there, you know what I mean? But it's like really well done and stuff. And you guys are like one of those like 5-star hotels that like you have to be in a private club to join, to, you know, to book at, or you have to like have a friend connect, or it's booked out like years in advance and you have to like know someone to know someone and they can maybe make an exception. Like you guys are really exclusive. So it's like both of you guys are in demand, but you're very choosy, I think, about who you spend time with. Whereas I think this person is a much more open type energy, like not in a bad way, but I just think they are more open to the world. I think they're more actively involved in the world. And I think you guys almost kind of not hide away, but kind of like you guys are very, again, choosy is the word. Like if you're not enjoying it, you're just gonna bounce. You'll probably even like leave a party or something. Like you might have done that in front of this person or something, but you're the type to like, if it's not vibing, you'll just bounce. And I feel like this person sees you as very hard to get. And it's interesting because you guys are both that. A lot of people look at you, a lot of people are interested in you, but you're like totally different approaches to it, I guess. You know what I mean? So I feel like they're very intrigued by that, about how you guys are so kind of independent and like, what is it? I don't know, self-confident or something. I want to say self-serving, but it's not serving. It's not that word. It's like you guys are your own source of energy. You know what I mean? You don't need to like feed off everyone else or be at a party. You can like manage your own emotions very well. So also I feel like there's something graceful about the way you guys walk that they're very drawn to. So let's get more cards, because something about how you guys move, maybe even your hands, your body, just your body language is very graceful and very attractive. And I feel like this person honestly has an attractive body as well. So we also got justice, family, financial health, dreams, and forgiveness. So this is where I honestly started getting a little confused. And for some of you guys, I gotta be honest, I feel like some of you guys may have an ex still attached or something. But I don't know if this ex is trying to come through or what. But with all these cards popping through, like, I don't know, I feel like some of you guys, okay, the message from Spirit I'm getting right now is like, for some of you guys, you have an ex that you guys are still attached to energetically, and it's almost like Spirit is telling you that it's time to move forward. It's time for you guys to move out of stagnation, as this card says, and enter back into the world and not be so attached to this ex. And I'm not saying you have to forgive the person. I don't know what the situation is, and they might not, I don't know, deserve forgiveness. Or, I mean, I think it's good to forgive just for your own sake, because it's, you know, draining to go around hating someone. But like, some people are just trash, and of course you're not gonna want to be around them. And I think that's okay, actually. I think it's okay to, I don't think you should force yourself to be like kumbaya about someone that has done something awful to you. That's my opinion. So I'm not saying you guys have to like forgive whatever this was, but I just feel like maybe, you know, cutting cords, or I don't know. I feel like maybe not even cutting cords, maybe just being open to the world, because this might be why some of you guys were in like hermit mode a little bit. And it's like just trusting and being like, okay, I'm going to be open to the future. I'm going to try this out. And like, if it doesn't work out, what I'm hearing from Spirit is like, it's not a big deal. Actually, you know what I just got is a message from Spirit that some of y'all need to forgive yourselves, because some of y'all have guilt about this past relationship. that you might not even know you're holding. Some of you guys are like afraid to break someone's heart. Like maybe you felt like you broke your ex's heart or something. And some of you guys are afraid that if you casually date again, that you'll do that to someone else. And there's even a worry about karma with justice. Like you guys are afraid you'll get bad karma because maybe you did get bad karma from a past relationship of like you weren't that serious, but the person was dating, was really into you, and you just kind of like it got all messed up and then you knew it hurt them or something. But what I'm hearing from Spirit is that you guys are more mature now than you were, and you would handle things differently now than you did at the time. So you don't need to worry about it. You don't have as many of the same unhealthy patterns that you guys had before. What I'm hearing from Spirit is that you guys stepped away from relationships for a really long time, and you weren't dating anyone, and you were just very much independent and by yourself kind of a thing. And I feel like Spirit is saying basically that while that may have been that was like temporary is what they're saying, or it should be temporary. Like you didn't need to be in hermit mode forever. You needed to unlearn some bad patterns, and you basically unlearned all of them. And you don't need to worry that you're going to act the same way with someone else or that you're going to break someone's heart, because it's okay. And I feel like for some of you guys, you do want a family, and it's like Spirit is saying like you need to be a little bit more open, because like you do need to be out there in the world meeting people, talking to people in order to have relationships. So I feel like Spirit is just saying with this person, be open. Like it doesn't necessarily mean that this person is going to be the love of your life. And I feel like that's almost something you guys need to hear, because I feel like some of you guys do have commitment issues, and you don't necessarily want to get settled down right away. You don't necessarily want that full on like family, starting to have kids or whatever, but it's something that you do want. It's what I'm hearing. A lot of you guys do want that at the back of your mind, especially a family. Not so much the fairy tale wedding, but like you want the family. So I feel like it's like Spirit is saying just kind of relax and just like don't let your anxiety get the better of you guys, and give this a chance. I'm not saying you guys have to like get engaged to this person or something, but I'm just saying like, if they ask you out, like say yes, just go on the date, be open and see what happens, because it could be a really nice vibe. I'm getting a positive vibe from this situation, to be honest. So I'm not getting any of the usual red flags that I usually pick up on. So, it's a general reading. I don't know your specific situation, but I feel like Spirit is saying like being open to this world of dating is a good thing for you guys. So we also got, and more financial health, which is kind of the same thing we talked about before about trying to get money. You guys, they perceive you as having your money situation on point. And dreams, you guys are very connected. This person thinks about you a lot. So we also got spiritual connection. Relationship has a connection that goes beyond this lifetime. Miracles and blessings. Everything has its gift. Take a chance on love. When we love, our lives are changed forever. And slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. So for some of you guys, you have a spiritual connection to this person, and you may, this may be your person or something. Like, I feel like this is a good vibe. I'm not getting a strong message in either direction. And that makes sense because it's a general reading, but I feel like for some of you guys, this really could lead to something. It's really sweet. And I feel like Spirit wants you guys just to be open. We got, I love the slow down, pause, and allow things to unfold. That's exactly what you guys need to do, because I feel like for some of you guys, you're so closed off and you're not allowing things to unfold. And you may have even asked Spirit for certain things, like, please let me have this. I want this kind of a relationship or something. And Spirit's like, okay, I gave you what you asked for. And you're like, oh, no, I was just joking. Like, it's like you get... Again, I'm getting nervousness, anxiety, fear of commitment. Like you guys get in your head about it and you're like, oh, and I feel like for some of you guys, you did have a past heartbreak, even with someone you may have had a spiritual connection with, and you're like, I cannot go through that pain again. I cannot withstand it. And what I'm hearing from Spirit is you don't need to worry. You'll never feel that level of pain again. That pain was necessary for you guys to learn certain lessons. But you don't have to worry, because I feel like, first of all, the pain happened as a result of dysfunctional situations within the relationship, like miscommunications or I don't know, but like it feels like a mess energy. It feels all tangled up, and that's what I'm seeing, which is my image for that I get for like it was really complicated. There was a lot of dysfunctional-ish going on. So it's like, you don't need to worry, because I don't think you guys would tolerate or engage in that kind of thing again. I feel like you guys were younger and more immature when you guys had that kind of relationship, and now you've leveled up and you're a lot smarter and you're a lot more capable of like having a productive discussion in a relationship, or, you know, sitting down and hashing it out. And also you pick better, and you wouldn't pick the same person. And I feel like a lot of what I'm also hearing from Spirit, some of y'all need to hear this really badly, is that whatever went wrong in your last relationship, it was not your fault. That's what they're telling me. I feel like that's been a long time coming, and you guys have shouldered a lot of the blame for that, because I honestly think a lot of you guys in this group are empaths, or very sweet water signy type people. And so, but I'm hearing not all you guys are water signs, so don't take that if you're not, it's okay. But it's like, you guys are very sweet, empathic, and you feel other people's energy, and you took on a lot of the blame. Like, your ex may have done really bad stuff, but you were like, but it was my fault, I didn't say blah blah blah, like I didn't communicate enough, or like whatever. And it's like, Spirit's like, oh my god, no. Honestly, they're telling me that the person you were with is really dysfunctional, is still in a lot of their dysfunctional energy, and you guys got like, it's almost like I'm hearing you got bamboozled or something. Like, it's like, I feel like you just got like rushed into this, or like almost like, it's like, of course you had a say in the issue, but I almost feel like that relationship trajectory, everything that happened, it was so out of your doing. Like, so much of the dysfunction and stuff was because of your person, whatever they did. And so you don't need to worry about you guys repeating that or having that same level of pain, because a lot of that was because of your ex's dysfunctions. And almost like they wanted you to be in pain, to be honest, a lot of them, because they wanted to keep you tied to them. They wanted to keep you from moving on like this. They wanted to keep you stuck on them and unaware that like you could have a new love. Like, you've been beating yourself up so long about this ex that you've prevented new relationships from coming in. And I feel like Spirit really wants that to stop. And I also feel like Spirit is saying miracles and blessings. It's almost like some of y'all really think that like you don't get a good relationship. Like, you think other people can have a beautiful, happy family, a beautiful, happy marriage, and that that's okay for them. But when it comes to you, you're like, oh, that would never happen to me. Like, I would never have like a happy husband, or I would never have a happy wife. And it's like, Spirit is saying like, of course it's available for you. And maybe even especially you, because you guys have been working so hard on yourselves. You guys have been doing the work, putting in the work. And I feel like Spirit does want to give you guys these miracles and blessings and these beautiful things coming in. So like, be open, you know, don't hold yourself back from this. Don't keep yourself sequestered away of like, no, I want to focus on the past, or I want to fix myself more. It's like, you guys have already done the work. So I'm just going to say that because that message came through really strong for you guys. But yeah, let's get into more cards. Emotions are a necessary and natural part of life, but they can also distort your perception and cloud your vision. In order to see things clearly, you must let go of resentment, romance, Cupid arrow strikes, forgiveness. See, this is like what we just finished talking about, but cards coming in to confirm. So forgiveness. Stop focusing your energy on past events, for life is too precious to waste. You create your reality by what you think, dream, and imagine. And finally, you may not always understand why certain things happen. However, there is always a higher purpose to the events in your life. Through turmoil, a blessing will soon be revealed. So that's what I'm hearing. It's like, I know this is not like crush focused, but it's coming through so strong, you guys, and I feel like you need to hear this, that the past relationship y'all were in and all the pain it caused, I'm hearing it was for a major life purpose. It really redirected you on your path and your trajectory that you guys were on. I'm hearing for some of you guys, you were on a totally different trajectory, and that relationship like totally shifted your perspective. And that's like why Spirit did it. Like, that was supposed to happen. It's like you guys were supposed to do a U-turn. So if you're like, yeah, it sucked, I had to drop out of school or something, it's like, no, but like I feel like your guides wanted that to happen, and it's going to lead to something good or something. So that sucks, and I don't mean to make light of anything bad, but I do feel like it was supposed to happen. And it's like, just as I was just saying, I don't want to rehash the same point, so I'm going to move on to like more cards, but just Spirit confirming that like you need to move on from this, because you deserve to have a beautiful life. And it's like, you should welcome in these relationships. Y'all have so many people into you, and you know, you don't want to waste that. Like, people would kill to have the kind of like attractiveness that you guys have and the kind of people who are into you and after you. So like, take advantage of that. Don't just leave it and just ignore it. Like, just, you guys should be enjoying the fact that you guys have so much to offer and that you guys have so many people drawn to you. And I love that we got romance, Cupid's arrow strike. So like, to me, again, I was saying like, it's like Spirit wants you to be open to chance. You know, Spirit wants you to be like open to whatever they bring to you, you know? And so it's like, just like how in the ancient, you know, I don't know if it was Greek or Roman who had Cupid. I think it's Mercury in the other one, but I'm sorry, I don't know which one is which, but I could be wrong about that anyway. But the thing is, you know, Cupid, it's like it in the ancient religion of, or the ancient spiritual tradition of that. I can't remember which country, sorry guys. But, you know, Cupid comes through as like a suddenly sees two people and shoots their arrow, you know, into them. And you don't see it coming. It's not like there was a build up and two people liked each other and they really like got along and then they met each other's family and then they kind of lived together for a while and then saw how they got along and then they called up Cupid and were like, hey, can you shoot us with an arrow? No, Cupid comes in and from the jump, instantly, they're going about their lives normal and Cupid strikes with the arrow. So, you know, it's sudden. It's not something that you have to plan out or understand. So I think Spirit just wants you to be open. And if it's with this person, it's like, you know, enjoy it, because I do feel like they definitely have a crush on you guys. So we also got Gentle Gardener, Field of Dreams, and Balancing Act. So that's two cards that's like depiction of the scales, which is the sign of Libra. Yeah, this one doesn't have scales on it, but with Balancing Act, I definitely associate this with Libra. So your person may have prominent Libra in their chart, which would make sense because I said that they get a lot of attention and they have a way with kind of romance, which is so Libra. Libra always has like 10 people that have crushes on them, and that's bare minimum for Libras. But yeah, so it makes sense. They're ruled by Venus, so they're very smooth. They know exactly what to say. So it's like, yeah, your person, I feel like they have a lot of people into them, but they're very much into you and they definitely think about you a lot. Gentle Gardener is like the same message that I have just been telling y'all about, like this has a reason and a purpose. So I'm not gonna beat a dead horse, but yeah, your person dreams about you a lot, thinks about you a lot, and I feel like you're inspiring them to step it up financially. So that's a big thing coming through. So we also got these cards, final cards, and these I love because they're just so random. So we got Eagle, Staff, Ring, Forest, Grasshopper, March, Dog close up. So some of y'all have really good hair. Cat, Boat, Bowl, and finally Elephant. So so many messages coming through with these cards. For some of you guys are a Pisces or an Aries, or your person maybe a Pisces or an Aries in their big three or a major placement. It could be also like a Venus placement or a Mars placement. But yeah, March is Pisces and Aries season, so either one of those. I also feel like you guys or they might have really good hair, and that's something that you guys like. They really are drawn to your hair. They really like something about your hair. I feel like they're really inspired by you. Something about the way you guys carry yourselves or your fashion or your aesthetic, they really like and they really appreciate it about how you guys put yourselves together. I also feel like this person, you know, they may have, see, I can't say too much because this is YouTube. So my Patreon is where I say more of the, let's see, X-rated or R-rated stuff, because it's like, you know, the YouTube rules are so strict. So I can't talk too much about some of these cards. But I do think this person is very sexually into you. Very sexually into you. And they've definitely thought about it, and definitely they're definitely into, they've definitely thought about that part of you. And I can't say any more, but you know, those parts of your body or whatever. So yeah, they're very into that. So anyway, moving on. Yeah, I feel like this relationship could lead to marriage or something. I feel like you guys give off wifey or hubby kind of material, and again with the emphasis on like they think you have so much money and success. Also, it's like they I'm hearing like that line from I don't know what movie it is, but they say like something about like teaching like a grasshopper or something, or calling someone a grasshopper when they're learning. And I feel like that's the vibe. Like they feel like they can learn so much from you guys. You guys give off the vibe that you guys have been through stuff and you have overcome it, and you guys just come off as really strong and also very luxurious. Like you guys have a lot of wealth, you guys have a lot of material things, and this person is just a little bit like they're super intrigued by what you have going on. I feel like Spirit is saying that you guys, though, again, with the emphasis with elephant, talks about, to me, like a long memory. I always think of elephants with that. So I feel like for some of you guys, like Spirit just really wants to take your mind off this past ex. And I feel like that's one of the reasons why this person is coming in. And it's almost like you can't see the forest for the trees. Some of these people that have come in or have been interested in you have been way better than your ex. And y'all have been so focused on your ex that you don't even see this. You're not even paying attention. You're just still so focused on your ex. So I want to get some final cards from this deck. Pile One's Crush. Pile One's Crush. So we got Judgment. And we got Nine of Pentacles. Strength again. So your person must be very physically strong. And the Star. Yeah, I feel like you guys are like a star. Like I feel like so many people just are drawn to you guys. And again, some of you guys might have a strong social media presence or something, but your person is very intrigued by that. And I also feel like, again, Spirit calling on you. Judgment talks about, you know, the need to like reassess. Like it's like to question, like Nine of Cups was just kind of at the bottom, and I feel the need to throw that out because it really sums up your person's personality. Knight of Cups is super like flirty, super like charming, super Libra kind of energy, although it is cups, water, but I mean very flirty, charming, knows how to approach, very like kind of like that typical romance novel hero, like who knows exactly what to say, pretty smooth and stuff. Not like a Mr. Darcy romance, but like, you know, with like a smooth talker who is just very charming and knows exactly the right thing to say. And I feel like honestly this relationship could be very satisfying for you guys. We got Nine of Pentacles and Nine of Cups. So I feel like financially this relationship would be good. Emotionally this relationship would be good. There's a lot here that like I feel like you could be very happy with this person. And so I feel like Spirit is calling you to question whether it's worth it to be hung up on someone that just isn't even that great. And Spirit wants you guys to use your judgment about this situation and really reassess, because I feel like this person ticks off so many of your boxes. Some of you guys really did try to manifest this person and you wrote down specifics, and it's like they tick all the boxes, they have all the things. So maybe just be open, even though it may not, you know, at first you may be a little like, I don't know about this feels weird, I'm so used to being single and thinking about my ex, so what is this? Like, I feel like Spirit really, really wants you guys to be open and think about dating this person. And so final card, I'm gonna pull one final card for you guys. Okay, we got You Are My Weakness. Actually, I was lying, I'm gonna pull two more. And we got I Can't Stand the Thought of You with Someone Else. And I've got a one-track mind. So like I said, this person thinks of you very sexually a lot. That is from the Chromeo song One Track Mind, which if you guys haven't heard it, it's a really fun song, but it's definitely like about a guy who's just thinking about a girl all the time. I definitely recommend it for this pile because it's like fun to listen to, and it's definitely a vibe that I'm getting here. But I feel like, yeah, this person, also they find you very cute. There's some, I don't know if you guys are smaller than them or something, maybe for some of the feminines and stuff, or the masculines, I don't know, but I feel like they find you very cute. Like there's something just cute. It's almost like they want to pinch your cheeks or something, you know, your facial cheeks. Again, we're trying to keep it PG for you too, but yeah, they want to like, I feel like they want to squeeze your cheeks. Maybe you guys have like a cute, like, I don't know, chubby face or something, or I'm not sure, but I feel like there's something about you that's very cute, and they're very, they're very into you, but they're definitely aware that other people are into you as well. So that's something that is in their mind. So anyway, this went a little bit over. So sorry if it was too long, you guys, but a lot of information coming in for you guys. I really hope it helped. Let me know in the comments if it did, and leave it a big thumbs up if it did resonate as well. And also make sure to check out my Patreon. I have a ton of postings there, and that's where we are able to talk a little more freely. So check that out if you want to join us over there. But I am sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys, and I'll see you next time. Take care. Bye. Hey Pile 2, so you guys got this beautiful egg sandwich. It looks super good. You can see the omelet in there with the little dressing of the mayo and the ketchup and the lettuce as well. So it's artificial lighting. It may be harder to see, but you know, it gets dark so early this time of year. I just have to. But let's get into your reading, guys. I'll read you the top deck. You guys got the Emperor, the World, the Sun, the King of Pentacles, the Page of Cups, and the Tower. So first of all, your person is probably someone who is a little bit powerful. We have so many powerful cards coming up. I feel like this person may be wealthier. Some of them may be older than you guys, I'm getting, or just someone who has accumulated a lot of wealth in their lifetime. But they are very attracted to you. This also could be someone who doesn't have like traditional power of like money, but they're powerful. So it could even be, you know, maybe they are not that wealthy, but they have a ton of social power. Maybe they are like really respected in your school or really respected in the community or something, but they definitely are powerful for sure. They might even travel a lot or be from like a different culture, or they have a different background, but I feel like for some of them they just may be traveling a lot, because again, I'm getting this money kind of vibe or powerful vibe. I feel like a lot of people really respect them and they're used to having a lot of power, and what they like about you as the Queen of Cups is that you guys are very sweet and nurturing. And it's almost like I'm getting for so many of them, they really thought they had a Tower moment, and they really thought that they were never going to find love again, and that they were never going to experience having an open heart and feeling drawn to someone again. And then you come in as the Sun and just blotting out some of their past. It's almost like you woke them up again. That's why I'm getting almost an older energy. I guess, you know, they might not be older, they could even be younger or your same age, but the energy is older. And sometimes that happens when someone has been through a lot, like when someone has been through the ringer and just had a lot thrown at them. That kind of like will age you energetically, you know what I mean? Like it just makes them not as like wide-eyed, bright-eyed and bushy-tailed or whatever, and eager to fall in love. I feel like this person was a little bit closed off, but now that you've come in, they're very focused on you. They're very single-mindedly interested in you and all about you. So it's almost like you have brought that interest that they had back for the first time. You've brought that spark back, and now we got the Fool, and it's like now they're finally willing and eager to experience something new and to put themselves out there, which I honestly think it's been a long time for them. The energy I'm getting is like they're just so blown away by you, and it's like they're finally waking up in the morning kind of with something to look forward to, because I honestly feel for a really long time this person did have a broken heart, and they were very fixated on the past. They were very fixated on an ex that they had, and now you've come in to blot that out, and they are super, super into you guys. I actually feel like some of these people, they're not stepping forward to tell you exactly how they feel yet. For a lot of them, I feel like they are kind of holding back right now and kind of formulating a plan. Two of Wands can talk about that, and it's like they are, you know, they're kind of taking their time. Like I think they are being very strategic about this and trying to think about the very best way to approach you and what that would entail. They don't want to just rush in and ruin things, because they feel that you guys are so, like, I don't know how to describe this energy, bright, sunny, happy, emotionally. Like I almost am getting like, at least how they see you is kind of like Summer from 500 Days of Summer, or a manic pixie dream girl type of energy, like where you always are quirky and have like different interests, and you're like, oh, I like this, I like that, and like you're just kind of someone who loves life and always has like, oh, I just tried this new band, or like I tried this new restaurant, and it's like it's woke. You know how those movies, I feel like they always star someone, like the male in that is always someone that is kind of down in the dumps, depressed, bored with their life, and then this girl comes in and she just like makes them try a different type of food they'd never had. That could be why we're getting the world as well. Maybe you've introduced them to new things or something, or maybe you have certain interests from other places. Maybe you're into something from another culture. You know, maybe you listen to music from another country, or maybe you like a different type of cuisine or art from another place. But I feel like there's something about you that has brought life back to them. Like they felt old and jaded. Even if they weren't old and jaded, that's how they felt. And that's how they are energetically, to be honest. Like they do have an older energy. So for a lot of you guys, I wouldn't be surprised if this was actually an older person, not like, you know, 80 years old, although maybe, I guess, if you're in that age range, but like, you know, I just feel like they feel older than you. There's something about them, and sometimes that just happens when someone has been through a lot of ish, but like, it's like you make them feel young again. You make them feel like they have this new lease on life, and they're so excited about you. Like, I just feel like the energy I'm getting is like, they're just so... they can't even believe that you came in their life or what they did to deserve this. Like, they really are just so like shocked by you, I guess, and so blown away by, they just see you as really fun, kind of, or not always fun, but just like, they never know what to expect from you guys. Like, I feel like you guys have moods and stuff, but they like that, or they like that you guys always have new ideas, I guess is the way to describe it. Or I feel like you guys do have changing moods sometimes, and they love that. Like, they love that one day you're excited about like a new song that came out, and the next day you're mad because like this happened, and then the next day you know, have a new like adventure that you're planning. Like, I just feel like they think you are just so full of life, full of a spark, full of like this anything could happen type of energy that I'm getting from you guys. But one thing that's coming through super strong is that this person would be it's not that they're cautious around you, but I think it's cautious about their approach. It's like they may have been rejected or had pain in the past from a relationship, and I feel like it almost destroyed them. Like, we did get the Tower card and stuff, and I feel like it's taken them a long time to heal from all of that and to move on to a place where they feel comfortable again. And so it's like they would just be so crushed if you rejected them, that I feel like right now they're not putting themselves fully out there to you and making their full intentions known, where I feel like they just feel more comfortable kind of flirting or being, you know, friendly to you, but not necessarily stating all their feelings plainly, to be honest. So I feel like you guys should know that that's what's going on. If there's someone that you're doing this reading about where you're like, gosh, I just feel like they like me, but I don't know, maybe I'm reading too much into it. It's like, and this is especially, it would be someone who has some power or is a little bit older or has some money or something. Yes, the answer is definitely yes. Okay, so other cards we got: overflow, overwhelm, and plenty. Eyes of the eagle rising above the fray, sky bridge, possibility for union, will-o'-the-wisp, treasures hidden in the shadows, farther gate, bold step forward, and spirit of the river, movement toward adventure. So I'm hearing that one of the messages from spirit of why you guys have been brought together is to push this person a little bit outside of their comfort zone. It's almost like they have been too afraid. Like, I feel like they have not felt like this feeling they have towards you, towards anyone, since this ex that they had. So spirit wants to push them into the world again and actually make them feel things and not make them cut off from their emotions and stuff. So they brought you into the picture so that they actually push themselves to get out there. But it's like they're still not fully there yet. It's kind of like, I keep seeing an image, which I get a lot, of like whitewater rafting or something. And you know how like there'll be someone who's like scared, and like if you see footage of that, I've never been, but I've seen like videos, like you could imagine someone who's really scared and everyone else is like, woohoo, we're going over the rapid, and you know, one person who's like having a panic attack and being quiet in the middle. I've done things like bungee jumping and stuff, and I feel like there's always someone who like got dragged along with their friends. I've only been once, but it's like, I feel like there's always someone when you do any of those kind of extreme things, that like someone who's gotten dragged along and they don't want to be there in any way, but they're like being a good sport, I guess, and they're, you know, they're pushing themselves to go, but like they're not happy about it. It's almost like that's the image I'm getting, is someone like waiting in line to go bungee jumping, but they're like not smiling, they're not excited. They're not eager. That's kind of like your person. Like they're willing to put themselves out there, but they're very wary and scared of like getting their heart broken. And I feel like they see you as someone who has a lot of options, that you guys are very bright, sparkly energy. I'm almost getting Leo vibes from some of you, and we did get the sun. So like the sun is so bright, shiny. It's literally the center of the universe. And so, you know, like I feel like a lot of people are drawn to you. You guys radiate, you guys shine. And this person is like, they probably have a million people after them. But at the same time, they have a lot of power, and they honestly have a high amount, I think, of self-esteem. Like they're aware that they do bring something to the picture. So that's kind of like what is keeping them moving towards this, even despite this fear. Like they know that they are a good catch, but they still have the fear, you know what I mean? But they are definitely willing to give some of that to you to bring you to the table. I feel like we have so many cards about their finances. So this is, I feel like they are a little bit calculated, but not in a bad way. I almost feel like this person is like a businessman or a businesswoman, and they're used to making deals. And it's kind of like if you're making a business deal and you want that business deal and you don't care about, you just want that deal no matter what, you're going to be willing to meet. Like if someone's like, well, actually I want an extra 100,000 for like a big business deal or something, you're gonna be like, okay, absolutely, we have the money, we'll get it to you. You know what I mean? You are gonna be willing to put that on the table if you want it bad enough. And so this person, it's like they really want you. And I feel like for a lot of you guys, this person would be willing to like give you money or give you a really high-end luxury lifestyle to be with you. I just keep getting that they would like to like pay for you or something. And it's just something that like they imagine is like being able to really give you guys some kind of luxury of some kind in order to bring you to the table. I also feel like they feel really emotionally fulfilled by you. Like that's an aspect of their life that has been lacking, because they do have to be in like the businessman or businesswoman role, and they don't feel emotionally supported most of the time because they're having to be like that hard worker that is like nose to the grindstone, like punching it out and doing the job, you know, and it's just not like the most emotionally supportive space. And then you come in, and I feel like you guys have this nurturing quality, but you're not like overly nurturing. I feel like you guys are almost like just, I don't know, whimsical or lost in your own head kind of a vibe. Like you guys are just, you have all these interests, you like to do different things. And I almost feel like you guys see the world through the eyes of a child, but not in a like immature way. But it's just like you tend to actually be that person who stops and smells the roses. Like you guys would be like, oh my God, my favorite ice cream shop, let's go get a cone, you know, or you guys would stop to like let some ducks cross the road or something, you know what I mean? Or you guys would like take the time to watch little kids play at the park or something. You guys have this magical way of viewing the world, and that is infectious to your person. They love the energy that you bring, and that's been so missing in their life. And maybe that's why Spirit brought you guys together, is because you just open up this beautiful new world for this person. And I feel like they're almost used to being so above things and having people treat them so differently, and you treat them like they're just kind of another friend. Like it's like you don't treat them like they're someone different. You're not awkward around them, you're not weird around them, you just are friendly and nice to them. And so again, this person may not even have money, but they have some kind of power. So it would be some kind of concrete power, I feel, whether it's social power, whether they're like at the top of some kind of social hierarchy. Like if you're in high school, obviously most people are probably going to have similar money levels, right? But they may have a lot of social power. They may be like extremely popular or something, and everyone kind of defers to them. Or it may be that they have that actual money, or they're at the top of a career situation. I don't know, but they definitely have some kind of power, and I feel like it's like most people do treat them differently because of this. And I do feel like they're not stepping forward with their feelings for you right yet. They are definitely playing it by ear and trying to like play it cool at first, because I feel like they feel like that's what you guys would want. There's something about you that they find really cool, and they just are trying to like be as cool as they possibly can, so you'll be like, oh, they're pretty hip, you know. It's like they want to impress you in that way. But we also got purity, magical gateway, lost and found, and life energy. So I feel like these 3 cards are you, and then lost and found is like their emotions, where they were so emotionally pulled away from their whole life. Like they were so like just almost like emotionally distant from themselves. I feel like they really, this past relationship situation that they had, it was like a trauma for them. Like they really went through it. And they really were kind of devastated by everything that happened. And so you coming in and actually awakening their happiness and joy has allowed them to feel it for the first time in a really long time. Like they just kind of were like, okay, I'm never going to feel that way again. That's it. That part of my life is over. And they're just like, I feel like they have now something to look forward to when they wake up in the morning. It's like they know how to, you know, they know now that they can like actually approach you, and or they have a reason to get up. They look forward to like approaching you or talking to you or even just looking at you. Like, but there's something about you being in their life that I feel like they think about it when they're making coffee. They think about it when they're brushing their teeth. They think about it when they're taking a shower, you know. You're very much on their minds, and they do a lot of ruminating about you, but it's in a very positive way. It's in a like, oh, I can't wait to see them. What are they going to wear? I also feel like they do look forward to what you wear and how you guys dress or adorn yourselves, because I feel like you guys have a cute or quirky sense of style, or you guys are cute, but like you present yourself interestingly and you switch things up. Like you don't just wear the same boring outfit as everyone else does. You guys have your own sense of style. There's this real almost like childlike quality to a lot of you guys, and we got so many cards kind of about that, like purity. And I feel like you guys also exude a life energy. Like it's like you guys have this youthfulness, you guys have this curiosity about the world, this enthusiasm, this energy that you guys give off that I feel like is so palpable. And it's almost like, you know, if someone says like, hey, here's this hot chocolate sundae or something, and they just toss it to you across the table, and they were like, here's the sundae, yeah, there it is. And then, you know, the next person's like, oh my god, here's a sundae, do you want some? That looks so good. Is that your sundae? Look, you can eat it. Like, you'd be like definitely wanting to eat the second one more. You know what I mean? Because you guys bring this enthusiasm. You're genuinely enthusiastic. You genuinely are someone that actually sees the beauty in this world. Maybe some of you guys are artists or are into artistic stuff, because I just see someone who is very art-based and like has an interesting way of viewing things, like doesn't just take things as they are. Like you guys see a deeper meaning when you see a building. Your imagination runs wild over anything. You know, if you're walking around a city, you pay attention to the aesthetics of the area. You're not just someone who wants to live in like a boring, like undecorated apartment. You would fill it with like flowers and paintings and make it your own. And so it's like you guys just come off as, again, it's like that manic pixie dream girl vibe, or like just I feel like you guys are just unusual. There's something about you and the way you view the world that really feels almost like a Disney film. Or, you know, I'm seeing the moment, if I can talk, the moment in a Disney film. Like I feel like there's been so many that they start in black and white or whatever. Like, isn't there a scene like this in Mary Poppins or something? I feel like that scene in what I'm seeing is a scene in Mary Poppins where she goes with the guy, I don't know, the chimney guy. He's played by Dick Van Dyke, and they go and like they go into the cartoon, and they're like suddenly they're in like London, and it's like kind of cloudy, and it's like, you know, olden days London. I don't know what exact era. And everything's kind of cloudy, and he's covered in soot or whatever. And then suddenly they go into this beautiful cartoon world, and everything's like happy and joyful, and there's like dancing merry-go-round or whatever was going on. I haven't seen that movie in a while, but like I feel like that's the scene. Or maybe like the scene in The Wizard of Oz when everything goes from black and white to with color. Like it's like you guys have done that for them, and so they feel that you guys are very imaginative, are very kind of playful, are very full of life, and they just love that about you. They just are so enchanted by that about you. So we also got freedom, confidence, closure, psychic abilities, and compassion. So the only thing about these cards is I feel like it's almost like for some of you guys, and if you were in a relationship with this person, you would almost be like a kept woman or a kept man, where I feel like they would almost want you to be like, you know, a housewife or a house husband, I guess, like a glamorous one, and they would give you lots of money, but it's like they want to keep you close to them because it's like they're a little bit afraid of losing you. And I feel like they do have this past issue that you have helped give them closure on, but they still have a little bit of issues from their past relationship where they have this fear that someone like as amazing as you would leave them or would not want to be with them. So it's almost like they want to give you all that money to keep you from leaving them. You know what I mean? And I feel like they've thought about this, and it has entered their mind of like, you know, well, they can give up their job and I'll give them X amount of money and they'll take them on shopping sprees or something. But it's like I feel like they would be very, I don't know, protective of you, or very, not possessive, but kind of like, it's like I mean, I'm not getting like anything like concerning, but I just feel like they would want you close to them for sure. They wouldn't want other people talking to you. They wouldn't want like other people flirting with you or trying to get at you, because again, they see you as very desirable and that so many people would be into you, that they just assume that you're going to be having multiple people shooting their shot at you per day, trying to get with you and being interested in you. So it's definitely something that for them, I feel like that's maybe why, like I picked up on earlier, that they would be okay with giving you lots of money and they have no problem with that. And I was like, that's really nice, but it's also kind of interesting. And now it's like, okay, here we go, because it's like they do like that, you know, maybe that would be an incentive for you not to leave, is because it's like, well, you have to kind of stay with me because I give you all this money and stuff, so why not? It's like they definitely see you as someone that is a little bit out of their league and that they would need to like be shelling out some cash to get with. I feel like that's kind of the vibe of what's going on, is like they just assume that you have so many people into you and that you have lots of offers and that eventually you would kind of leave them behind. But I do feel like a lot of you guys have psychic abilities, or some of you guys might be water signs because that's traditionally the element we associate with that. So Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But there are lots of other signs that kind of have psychic abilities, and of course it depends on your other chart placements and stuff. But yeah, so you guys may have some psychic abilities of your own, but you guys give off like a kind of watery energy of like being creative, being very psychic, being kind of compassionate and nice, and they really love that about you. You know, they love that you guys are sweet and compassionate. I feel like you guys are the type that someone could tell you anything. They could tell you the craziest thing. They could be like, oh my God, you know, this happened. I got in an accident with my trailer this weekend and it flipped 5 times, and I accidentally bulldozed someone's house. I don't know what is going on with my verbiage lately, but and you would be like, oh my God, that's totally fine. Are you okay? Like, you wouldn't be judgmental. No matter how crazy the story was that someone told you, you would be like rolling with it, you know? And I feel like they just love that about you, that you guys almost feel like earth angels or something. Like, I feel like you guys are almost like 1 foot on this dimension, 1 foot in the other, because you guys just seem so happy-go-lucky, and yeah, like you feel like not fully of this world. Like you guys are a little bit like, maybe it's one of your first incarnations on earth and you're still like, oh my God, look at that. Oh my God, look at that. Like you guys haven't gotten used to everything yet and you're still so jazzed to be here by everything. But okay, other cards we got: dogs, getting together with friends; grapes, time to go out and have fun; dolphin, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past; dog barking, I'm just going to read the titles: harp, dragon, lobster, axe, rabbit, and broken ring. So like I was saying, I feel like this person has an ex. It could definitely be a divorce or something, because again, the energy I'm getting is a little bit older, so that would leave time for a divorce, but it doesn't have to be. Could just be any old past relationship, but it definitely broke their heart and definitely really scarred them up. But when it comes to you, I almost feel like this person, you know, they feel like they would they've kind of found their person with you. You know what I mean? Like their intentions towards you are definitely like long-term partnered up. And I feel like they have thought all those things through. They have definitely thought about being with you guys. I also feel like you guys have really graceful hands, and there's something they really find so super beautiful about your hands. I don't know, just the shape of them, the shape of your fingers or something, but they find your hands to be absolutely gorgeous, and I feel like they like to kind of watch your hands like move when you're doing stuff. Yeah, I feel like you guys also, maybe some of you guys go out with your friends a lot. You might go out and have like a tight social circle, or you go out and like, go out to the bars, go out to the restaurants and drink and have fun. But I feel like, yeah, this person sees you as someone who is just very sociable, very friendly. Maybe it's even just that like you don't hang out with that many people outside of work, but when you're at work, you are really friendly with everyone. Everyone really likes you. Everyone vibes with you. But you guys come off as someone who has no problem socially, and that you guys are just very socially skilled. This person has a lot of sexual interest in you, and we did get rabbit, too much concern with sexual matters. So it's almost like they're, according to spirit, a little overly concerned with your sexuality, but I definitely think they are very focused on, yeah, they find you very, very attractive. They find your physical form attractive. I'm getting some of you guys are curvy, or they like your curves, something about your curves. But yeah, they find you very, very attractive. And yeah, so let me get more cards. So we got, you are limitless. Honesty is essential. Express love through gifts and have patience. Isn't that so perfect, y'all? What I have been telling you, express love through gifts. So this person would be totally down to give you those luxurious gifts, or even it's like sugar daddy vibes I'm getting, sugar mama vibes. Like I feel like they wouldn't mind giving you almost like some of you guys a monthly allowance, or giving you guys really elaborate gifts, because again, there's this fear of losing you that's coming through, and they just see you as very top tier. It's almost like they don't mind paying for your time because they see your time as valuable. So they're like, why wouldn't I pay for it? You know what I mean? They see you as someone who has so many options, that you could be doing a million things. You could be going to a million places. So if you choose to spend time with them, they feel honestly very honored by that. With you at Limitless, it's like they like I said, they see you as the sun. They see you guys as just amazing. Like you guys have so many options. You guys have so many people into you. You guys have so many things that you guys could be doing, and they're just kind of in awe of you guys. But I do think with have patience, again, there's this message that they may not be stepping forward right now. I feel like they do engage in a lot of planning. I feel like this person is strategic in general. I'm almost getting like Capricorn vibes. So I feel like this person is someone who probably doesn't rush into a business deal and wouldn't rush into this either. And it's not because they're not sure about you. I do think they are, but I think that they are trying to figure out the best strategy for getting to you. Like it's like they don't want you to reject them. They want it to be a sure thing. So I think they're not stepping forward yet because they want to wait and see. And some of them might not, because we do have free will. So these readings can never predict the future 100%, and don't ever believe a reader who tells you they can. I think most readers, are honest about the fact that energy can shift and change. Something crazy can happen. But I do think that for most of you guys, there is this fear element coming through, that this person feels that you might reject them, or that they wouldn't be good enough for you, or that you guys have a lot of other people. I feel like they assume that you guys, even if you don't go out on the weekend, that's just something they assume. They might even assume that you guys are sleeping with someone or have a very attractive boyfriend or girlfriend. And so again, I feel like they think about that. They've kind of mapped out this life for you of like you guys going out, you guys having so many people that want to talk to you all the time, you guys have so many offers, and so they just may not fully feel the confidence to come step forward and present themselves. Yeah, so I don't know if they are going to do that. And so let's see. Final cards we got. Power. You instinctively know what is right for you, and you have the power to say no or to walk away at any time. Healing. Imagine yourself and your beloved surrounded by light. Feel your relationship being healed at this very moment. And finally, time. You are trying too hard. Give it time. And these came out one after the other, or one on top of the other. So yeah, there's this really strong message from Spirit that this is a relationship that may take time to develop, that this person may not be ready to step forward right away and be fully honest about their intentions. Although I think you guys seem like you're very honest and blunt, and they really like that about you. I feel like you guys just say whatever's on your mind, and there's this really, like I said, it's almost like childlike quality to you, or like unguarded, like you just say what's on your mind, and they love that about you. But I don't think they're that way themselves. That's why they like that so much about you, is because they're a little more guarded. They definitely monitor, what do I want to say, what should I say, what would be the best thing for me to say to get what I want, kind of a thing. And so they're definitely not going to step out there and fully like unload all their feelings towards you, but that doesn't mean that their feelings aren't there. I think a lot of them are thinking through what the best way for them to approach you, and what the best timing is, and what the best, opportunity would be. So just know that, and don't freak out like, oh, they haven't approached me so they don't care. That's not the case. And okay, so we're just keep getting like the same messages about like they have a lot of power, and again, they're healing from that relationship in the past. So don't just know that about them, is that like they are on a healing journey, and that I think honestly you guys are a part of that, because I really feel like a lot of them felt kind of dead inside until you came in, and they were not wanting to be with anyone, and that was for sure. And now suddenly you've awakened that part of them and made them open to a relationship for the first time in like forever. Yeah, so let's get some final cards, these little cards I have. For pile 2, who has a crush on pile 2? Okay, so we got 3 of these, and they say, I'm afraid of getting hurt. Yep. I feel so unworthy. Please tell me you'll never leave me. Oh my God. And that was basically what I said, is like, they are afraid that you guys will leave them, and that keeps coming through really strong. Oh my God, and we got a house. Maybe they have a really nice house. I feel like I wouldn't be surprised, because again, this person just comes off as someone who has a lot of money, someone who has a lot of wealth, and again, maybe they would buy a house for you or something. Like, because I feel like, yeah, there's this aspect that like your lifestyle would change if you were with them, and they would want to like give you all these nice things. So I feel like that's also showing their mental process, because I also feel like they're kind of listing like, if they get with me, they could have this, they could have that, they could have blah, blah, blah. Like, and house is one of those things. So they are definitely putting together a little scorecard, a little strategy for how the best way to obtain you. That's what I'm hearing. So yeah, I mean, their intentions are there, you guys. This is exciting, but let me know if it resonates in the comments. I'd love hearing your thoughts and your stories, guys, and make sure to give it a big thumbs up as well. And if you want to see more of my readings, make sure to check out my Patreon. A link is in the bio, and check out all my readings over there. We have some really exciting stuff going on. Yeah, and I will see you guys in the next reading, so make sure you're subscribed over here. I'm sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Hey pile 3, so if you guys picked this sandwich, this is going to be your reading. So this is like a very traditional ham and cheese sandwich. You can see the ham slice, then we have a pickle, then we have the cheese. It looks like cheddar cheese or kind of a traditional orange cheese, maybe American cheese, but it looks super good. This one is like that traditional, lunchbox sandwich. But let's get into your reading, guys. So you guys got the Queen of Wands, the 9 of Wands, Knight of Wands, 4 of Wands, Judgment, 6 of Pentacles, Hierophant, 6 of Swords, 7 of Swords, 8 of Cups, 6 of Pentacles, Ace of Cups, and finally the Empress. So this person is super drawn to you guys, first of all, with all these wand cards coming out right off the top, it shows that they are super attracted to you guys. They see you as super sexy, and just like they are so drawn to you guys. I feel like there's also this aspect of competition in this relationship. I feel like they see you as someone who has a lot of suitors or a lot of people into you, and they are very aware of that. But with this fire energy, it's not like they're put off by it. It's not like they're like, oh, they have so many other suitors, they're never gonna want me. They're like, okay, they have a lot of other suitors, so okay, so what? You know, they are definitely down for a little competition, but it's definitely something that is playing in their minds, and they are definitely aware that they are going to have competition for you, because I feel like you guys are very striking, very sexy. That's another thing, is you guys exude a sexual energy, so they're super aware of the eyes on you. And I feel like this person is probably lurking your social media and like keeping track of all the people that like your comments, comment on your photos, like any interaction you have with someone, they're like checking, they're, you know, trying to find this person's like, where do they work, and looking up their LinkedIn or something. Like they are definitely very much you know, creeping a little bit on your social media and paying attention to all of that. And honestly, getting the vibe for some of you guys that this person may be in another relationship, or you might be in another relationship, but there's definitely a third party vibe, and there's someone thinking about how they would have to leave a relationship or something very important, but I'm guessing a relationship. I mean, it could be something else, I guess, but just, yeah, 6 of Swords and then 8 of Cups. I do feel like this person is going to have to leave something behind in order to be with you, or that's just coming through. I don't know why they keep mentioning it. So it's like maybe they are in another relationship, and with the Hierophant, it could be the kind of relationship where they are having to really fit in, or like this relationship might give them kind of social clout in terms of, it might make them look good. It might be like that kind of relationship that they're supposed to be in, you know, with like someone who is like respectable, or, you know, I don't know, works for the same type of, like if they're a lawyer, so is their partner, or if they're a doctor, you know, their partner's a nurse, or if they're a lawyer, their partner's a doctor, you know what I mean? Or something that is just like looks really good and that their parents will be happy with and fits into like this perfect little image that they want to curate for themselves. So I feel like that's something that plays on their mind, is like the judgment of others, and you're like this forbidden fruit that they want so bad, and the more off limits you are, it's like the more they imagine like, what does that fruit taste like, and they're very into you sexually. Like that's just coming through really strong, is all this sexual desire for you. I feel like for some of you guys, this person wouldn't mind laying out like some cash. We got the 6 of Pentacles twice. So I feel like there may be either this person has more money and maybe already giving you some money. They might be your boss or something, or I don't know, but, or they might be just thinking about that kind of dynamic. Or maybe you have more money and you would give them some of the money or something. But I definitely feel like, you know, to them, in their mind, you are very much someone they would like to be with. And I'm getting the message for some of you guys, this may be a same-sex relationship, but not everyone. Usually I just get like masculine, feminine coming through, and maybe people fit into that dynamic. I think it's just, you know, spirit speaks to the majority of your viewers, and it doesn't matter. So if you're not, you know, if it doesn't really matter, like whatever group you're in, you could still have the reading apply to you. But in this case, I am getting a specific message that that this may be for like same-sex relationships, some of you guys in this. So I don't know. Of course, if you're not, that, you know, it's still a reading for you, but that's just what's coming through. But yeah, this person for sure, it's like they are very tempted to go to you. You are a major temptation to them, and they really can't get you out of their head like at all. Their thoughts are super on you. So, okay, other cards we got: Covenant, Sacred Contract, Mindful, Groupthink. Sky Dancer, surrender, and Caterpillar, opportunity. So this is definitely possibly a soul contract you have with this person. I feel like a lot of you guys also, we didn't talk about the Empress card, but you guys come off as very powerful and almost like icy. Like I feel like they would like to step towards you, but there's also like this like, they'd never tolerate me, they'd never accept my offer. Like you guys come off as someone who just, you know, you come off as someone who has a lot of offers, someone who is on the minds of a lot of people, has a lot of people into you, and you are not going to accept anything less than the best. And for them, they are very much like, okay, if I come, I gotta come correct. But I also feel like they're very tied up with certain other situations. Maybe they're in another relationship, or maybe you're in another relationship, but they definitely have a big crush on you. I feel like they're kind of trying to figure out like the opportunity. I honestly feel like they feel so tempted by this, and they would really like to, I don't know, offer you some money or offer you a situation in which they would pay for things, or they would intend to, you know, take you out for the best meals or take you out to like the nicest occasions or something like that. But I definitely feel like they are okay with that idea of like them having to spend a little more money to be with you, because again, they see you as someone who's so desirable, and that would just probably be like, you are not the type of person who it would accept anything less than the best. This person is just okay with having to give you like whatever it takes to have you, you know, they just kind of expect that from someone like you. But I also think what's interesting, and something I'm picking up for some of you guys, is that this person almost has a desire to be like dominant, I guess, or to be the one who kind of is like the one in charge, I guess. Maybe some of you guys are into that, but it's like in this card you can see, you know, he's higher than these two, and I feel like it's almost like your person would feel safer in you know, the confines of your relationship if they felt like they also had a little bit of power over you, because I think they see you as so desirable, and that you guys also have this amazingly sexy body and way of moving your body, and they just assume that everyone wants you. So they feel like if they could have a little bit of the money, that, you know, maybe there's more of an incentive for you to be with them, or they would feel more comfortable being like the dominant one. And I feel like they would almost want you to be like a little more of the submissive one, I guess. I don't know, that's just coming through message for some people. But yeah, they are very much aware of you guys having so many admirers, and I think that like plays heavily on their mind. For a lot of you guys, you do have a soul contract with this person that you signed on the other side, and you guys are very connected in that way. It's almost like I honestly am getting like obsessed vibes. Like I feel like this person, like I keep seeing that, you know, I never saw the movie, but I read the book. It's such a good book, The Girl on the Train. And, you know, I keep seeing like scenes from that movie, and she was basically obsessed with that guy. And I'm not going to spoil or give anything else, but I feel like, you know, she would like look out and, you know, try to see the couple or whatever. I mean, I'm not going to spoil anything for that, but, you know, the point is that I feel like this person, they are kind of obsessive about you. You know, they like watch you, or they like pay attention to your social media, or they would really want to be with you. Like it's like they are very, very, very into you guys, and it's almost like they want to like, yeah, like I don't know, they want to be the dominant one is just what I keep getting. I don't know. Let's get more cards and see what else Spirit has to say. And if you want to see, because this is so many sexual things coming through. Oh my God. And this just flew out. I remember pulling this and I forgot about it, but I remember pulling this, the devil. So yeah, that's funny that got mixed up with some of my other cards. That's funny that they saved that for last and like a big opening, because yeah, this person is so drawn to you. And you know, that card very much in the actual tarot Rider-Waite has messages of like control, domination and stuff, and the people are literally like chained up, and it's almost like, yeah, this person, you know, sometimes the devil card in itself can talk about controlling behavior, and I'm not saying this person is controlling of you, but I honestly think they have such a desire for you that is like, it's very overwhelming for them. They kind of can't control it, and I think sometimes when that happens, people who are like less in touch with their higher self, they can get very controlling, or they can be very like, you're mine. And so maybe some of you guys are into that, I don't know, but I feel like this person, it's like they want to have you for themselves, and they are like obsessed. Like I just keep getting that, like they want you all to themselves, and that they would be like loving it if they were in a situation where you were dependent on them financially, you needed them financially, because then they could feel more safe, like, oh, they'll never leave me, they're tied down to me and they can't get away, you know what I mean? And yeah, that's what they kind of like. And I don't think, like, I'm not picking up on like bad malevolent intentions, but I am picking up on like insecurity on their part, or them feeling like, see, okay, so she is chained in this card down on her foot. You can see right over there that she's chained up. And so it's like, yeah, this person kind of wants to keep you chained to them, you know, because the thing about also the Devil card is it does talk about sexuality, and they see you as so sexy. So it's like you're their biggest fantasy, and they assume if you're that way for them, that you're that way, you know, in other people's minds as well. So everyone wants you. They want to make sure they're the only one that gets you. So we also got beauty, as I was saying, compassion, healing, career, and strength. So yeah, they see you as being very beautiful. Some of you guys might have like curly, longish hair. You know, you can see the hair here is like blonde, kind of straight-ish waves, curly. And then we have really curly hair here, and it's dark. And so I feel like, you know, there's just something about your hair that they find very, very attractive. It may have little natural curls or waves in it. Doesn't matter, you know, it could be like super curly or just little waves, but they like the way your hair moves. They find it very attractive. So I'm getting messages that, you know, it could apply to either of these, but they find you super attractive. Something about your hair, and also something about your face. I feel like you guys have a really pretty face. And again, same for these two cards. Like, it's so funny how Spirit does that, and that card as well. But the faces on these cards in particular, I feel like they're so focused on the face, the beauty of the face and the bone structure there. So you guys might have like a really pretty nose, high cheekbones, pretty eyes. I feel like there's full lips. I feel like there's something just very attractive and beautiful about your face. And with your hair, I feel like a lot of you guys must wear your hair down or something, because I'm seeing something about the way it like frames your face. Like there's something about the way your hair is around your face that they really like. They imagine like pushing it back or something. I don't know. Maybe you guys might have met through career, but yeah, I feel like this person, when they work out, they think about you. You are a major motivator for them in the gym. You might have met them in the gym or something, but I feel like it's almost like I don't know if you guys have someone else. I'm hearing that some of you guys have someone who's linked to you, and they comment on your photos or something, and this person is like really muscular or really attractive. If you're a masculine asking about a feminine or something, or asking about a feminine, I don't know, it could be that it's another like really pretty girl or something commenting, and that competition in that sense. But there's someone that would be like sexual competition for them, commenting on your photos, and they see it and they're kind of like, WTF, like this is the kind of people that are trying to date them. Oh my god, I need to step up my game like several degrees, because I did not know this was the competition. Like I feel like they're trying to compete with someone else who is like around you. It could be your partner or something, but they are trying, like I feel like I'm seeing someone just actively in the gym, like lifting weights and like grunting and thinking about like this other person, this third party. I don't even know if you're involved with them, or they're just a random person that's like commenting on your social media, but I feel like they're very imaginative too about whatever you have going on. They kind of assume the worst. They kind of think like, oh my gosh, they must be sleeping with them. Oh my gosh, you know, they're together. I'm never going to have a chance. Like they just fill in the blank because they are so terrified that you're going to be happy with someone else. Yeah, so you guys have this super strong connection. So we also got find balance, new beginnings, stargazing, and solitude. So I know there's some people like in this comment, in my sections that, or in my readings, that always seem to come out with this stargazing thing where they like both look up at the stars. I don't know if this is that same pile that comes through. If it is, I feel like this is your pile. It may be a little sign for you guys, but I also feel like this may be a new beginning relationship. So it might not be an ex or anything. Or if that's your ex situation, it may be telling you like, yeah, that was your ex and now this is your new relationship. But it's like this person wants, or it could be, it could be a past ex, but they want a new start with you. But there's something they find very intriguing about you guys. I feel like you aren't the type to, I feel like there's so much mystery about you. They feel so intrigued about you. They feel like I feel like there's stuff I don't know, this is how this person feels. There's stuff you're keeping from them or something, and they're very curious and wanting to know what exactly that is. I feel like they just feel this super strong veil of like curiosity, and I feel like you don't tell them that much about yourself, or I don't know. They don't know everything you have going on in your life, and they want to know super badly. So they are basically obsessed with trying to figure it out. And I do think also, yeah, like I said, this person may have changed their diet or fitness routine to try to be more appealing to you. So they may be trying to eat healthier or something. This person may already be really healthy. They may already be someone who's in really good shape. But I do feel like you guys are a major motivator for them to go like harder in the gym and whatnot. Yeah, so let's get more cards. So we also got mule, pin, hammock, tulip, shark, fair woman, chair filled, and ant. So we have blondes. Well, like a bunch of times actually in this reading. So some of you guys may be blondes and they really like your hair. But we also, like I said, I was getting kind of dark hair and blondes, but like, so, it could be either, but I just feel like we got chair filled. Someone new is entering your life. This person really wants to like make this space in your life. They really want to, they're just very obsessed. They keep bringing up the competition or that there's someone else around, or this person they also might be in another relationship. I can't really work out which is which. I feel like they are convinced that you have someone else even if you're single. So they do think for sure that you have someone else. I don't even know if like, it doesn't have to be a full-on relationship, but they just think that you guys have something going on, because you guys just come off as super, super attractive, and yeah, they're just very much convinced that like you have a lot of like sexual partners and stuff, or sexual interest in you, I guess I should say. I'm not sure whether this person is in another relationship as well. Honestly, their thoughts are kind of confusing to me. I feel like they go back and forth a lot, and because they're so obsessed, a lot of their thoughts kind of make no sense. Like I feel like it's almost like worst case scenario. Have you ever talked to like one of your friends and they have like a massive crush on someone, and they'll be like, so I saw him walking down the hallway at 7:35 p.m., but their first period class doesn't start until 7:55. So I think they were meeting early to meet with Betsy, but the thing is Betsy has a boyfriend, and you're like, what does this even mean? Like, I feel like that's like this person's thoughts. Like, you're like trying to make sense of it, but you're like, I mean, I don't know if this is true or not, but I'm just saying, like, a lot of their thought processes that are coming out, like, they are very obsessed with you. They're keeping track of you guys for sure on social media and stuff. I just think also this person very well could be in another relationship. And this is what sometimes I get confused during these readings, because I'm like, make it make sense. You're obsessively jealous, but you're in another relationship. I just can't. I have a modicum of logic in my brain, so I can't understand that mentality. But yeah, I think this person may be in another relationship, but they are very much fixated on like, they can't be with someone else. Oh my God. Which is just crazy. But anyway, so we got tulip, great passion. So like I said, yeah, they're super excited about you. They think about you in the sheets a lot. I do feel like you might have met this person at work. This might be someone you guys work with. I keep getting that as a vibe. I don't know if you're more powerful than them or they're more powerful than you, but I do feel like this is probably someone that you met at work, or you might have met them on vacation as well or something like that. But I honestly keep getting work, and yeah, I feel like so we got pin, new job, career. So it may be someone coming in or as well. But I keep getting that this is like a work situation, and I feel like they look at you in the hallways or something, or whenever you walk past, they're looking at you. I feel like, yeah, I don't know if they're in charge of you or they're your supervisor or you're their supervisor, because you did get the Empress, but I feel like they're probably in charge of you, but it could be reversed. Again, this energy is kind of hard to read. But it's like this person, you know, they kind of go after what they want, and they are a little unethical. Like, I do feel like they are not being fully honest with their partner about how much they think about you. And they may be someone that is a shark in their like career as well, and just kind of goes after whatever they want career wise. Like, they may be a real go-getter, and that's attractive, but I also feel like, you know, it can be a little off-putting. But right now they're very focused on you and getting you. So I feel like they're going to direct a lot of that energy towards you guys. So you guys should be aware that some of these offers are going to be coming in soon. And I feel like they're going to be pretty persuasive, because again, I feel like it's almost like they don't take no for an answer. And again, I'm getting like, they want to be the dominant one. It's just what I keep hearing. You guys might I can't say too much about this. You guys might have to check out my 18 plus what is their fantasy reading on Patreon, because I feel like you could find more answers from there. But I cannot say certain things on YouTube that are too racy, and this is a very racy energy that this person is bringing across. So we got true love. This love is once in a lifetime. Embrace your emotions, allow your feelings to surface and be accepted, and act as if your partner is here, whether you have someone in your life or not. Wow. It's almost like I feel like when they're with their partner, they think about you. You know what I mean? Which is kind of messed up. I don't know if this is like an ex twin flame, because we're getting true love, or if this is just a true love situation. But I do think that this person, wow, you know, this could be an ex. I don't know. I don't know if this is new and it's true love, or it is an ex twin flame that you have had in your life for a while. Since it's a general reading, I feel like there's answers within both groups, but this is definitely a powerful connection. I think their feelings towards you, this is such like a Scorpio energy. They're so obsessive. They're so over the top. It really does feel Scorpio, and I feel like they think about you in bed a lot. They think about you when they're chilling, going off to sleep. And they think about you when they're getting ready in the morning, like going off to work, because they constantly want to run into you at work, or think about you at work. But I do feel like for some of you guys, this may be an ex. I don't know. Gosh, there's a lot here. It's just that their feelings for you basically are so strong. They think about you all the time, and they have a lot of really strong emotions and jealousy towards you. So we also got trust. Transformation occurs through acceptance. Once you accept the current situation, it will automatically transform. Sacred union, so more soulmate energy. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. And freedom. There is nothing stopping you. The path is clear if you want it to be. So this person, you know, it's like I'm hearing that line from Bad Romance, and she said, what is it? I don't even remember all the lyrics, but she says like, I want your love and I want your revenge, but she says like, I want your horror, I want your something, like, I don't know all the lyrics, but you know, she's just saying basically, I want all your emotions, I want all of you, I want this deep love, I want to see you at your most intense, I want to see you at your best, I want to see you at your worst, I want to see you at your, you know, whatever you're hiding from everyone else. And that definitely sums up this person's feelings. It's a super strong Scorpio Plutonian emotion coming through, of like just wanting to see all of you and wanting to see that side of you that no one else gets to see, because I feel like sometimes you guys maybe put up a mask, or that's how this person perceives it, and so they want to be the one to break through and get to see you in the most intimate way. So let me get some final cards as well. So Spirit, can you tell us who has a crush on pile 3? What are their feelings? So we got, please tell me you'll never leave me. Yeah, like I was saying, that's a major worry for them. You are my wildest dream. I am trying to move on from you. So, okay, it could be an ex. I feel betrayed by you. Oh my gosh, just more and more intense. Lots of green. You know, I made that for like the house moving one, but then I kind of like to keep them because like sometimes they come through with really funny stuff. And honestly, for this, even though I wrote it for house, I'm thinking of money. Like again, I was saying money. This person feels like they would give you a lot of money. And that's so funny. I never thought of that like in that context until that came out. I dream about you. See, I told you guys that. I can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Oh my God, yes. That's so accurate. Like that's all this person thinks about is like you getting with someone else and what that would be. And you know what, I just pulled out small space. I was just like, let me see just if anything else randomly comes up. And it's almost like I feel like they want to be in a small space with you. This sounds so creepy, but it's almost like they want to trap you in a small space so you can't get away from them. That sounds so creepy, but the energy is just very obsessive. Like I do think they think of you so much of you being with someone else, you moving on, and how devastated they would be. I feel like, again, a lot of you guys, you know this person from work, and I'm seeing people in like suits or something, and I feel like this person just looks at you. I almost feel like for a lot of you guys, this person got married younger to this person, third party that they're with or something before they met you. And you're just like a fantasy for them almost. Like it's like they find you so attractive that like they had never imagined that they would meet someone like you in real life. You know what I mean? And so when you have come into their life, they're just so tempted now. And I definitely think that they're trying to kind of keep things together, but their mind is super fixated on you, and seeing you at work or whenever you see this person, of course, take what resonates, leave the rest, is like just so tempting for them. So I really hope it resonated, you guys. Let me know if it did in the comments. I love hearing your stories and your thoughts. So let me know. Leave it a big thumbs up if it resonated. And make sure to check out my Patreon if you guys want to. It's in the link in my bio. And I do have that 18 plus What Are Their Fantasies reading, as well as a lot of other great stuff. So check that out if you want to join us over there. And I will be back very soon for another reading. So make sure you're subscribed. Have notifications on, and I will see you guys in the next reading. Sending you guys so much love and light. Have an amazing day, guys. Bye. Hey, pile 4. So if you guys picked this burger, this is going to be your reading. So they really did a great job making a super traditional looking burger. You can see the beef patty and then the drizzles of mayo and ketchup and the lettuce leaf all on a sesame seed bun, nice and squishy, just like a real bun would be. And I love that they got this little, I don't know if it was intentional or not, but they got this little drizzle of ketchup right on the bottom, just like if someone was messily eating a burger. So super realistic. They did a great job. But you guys, let's get right into your reading. You guys got the Emperor, Page of Cups, Ace of Cups. You got the 9 of Cups, 2 of Pentacles, 10 of Cups, the Fool, the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, 4 of Pentacles, 5 of Swords, and finally Strength. So I feel like your person is somewhat powerful. This person that has a crush on you has some kind of power. With the Emperor coming in, I don't know where this person is from or where you know them from. It might be from work or something like that, but they definitely feel like a powerful party who I feel like it's like they command a lot of respect is what I'm getting. Like even if they aren't super wealthy or something, I feel like within their friend group or within the social circles that you're in, they command respect. People kind of look up to them and like defer to them, I guess is the word. And it's like they don't expect themselves to be like as intrigued by someone like you as they are. Like I feel like they're used to being very in control of their emotions and kind of not being super impressed by like the people they run into, and they kind of can't understand why you guys have caught their eye so much, because I feel like you guys, it's almost like you can provide them with like competition for it. Like you can give them a run for their money. With the Queen of Swords, you guys are also very intelligent and good with your words. So this person, I feel like they might even come off as like stern to some people, and you can just like give it right back. Like you're like, no, like I'm not gonna take that, or like, no, like you can give the same energy back to them. You're not gonna be someone who like wilts over and is like a little wounded flower of like, oh my god, I can't believe you said that to me, I'm so upset, I'm gonna cry. You're very emotionally well balanced, and you're like, well, okay, if you want to like talk to me rude or be like condescending or be like very direct with me, then I can be direct right back, baby. So I feel like it's like they're very intrigued by you. They kind of don't know how to take you. Like I feel like you guys will not tolerate bad behavior, or you have a lot of dignity to you, and I feel like this person really likes that. I also feel like you guys have a nurturing side with so many cups coming out. So I also feel like even though you can lay down the law and you guys have a strong verbal ability, some of you guys might have a strong Mercury or something, but you're also very sweet and nurturing, and almost like someone who would make a good family member, like a good wife, a good husband. And I feel like this person, honestly, they are looking for a little bit of a partner in that sense, and that's definitely ticked the boxes in their mind of like, they would make a really good spouse. Like that's something that has certainly entered their mind, and their thoughts towards you is like exactly how supportive you are and how good you would be with kids. How I feel like a lot of people really like you and kind of confide in you in your life. Like I feel like you have people that come to you for your advice, for your wisdom, and this person is I think they're just kind of blown away by that. Like they don't understand how, I feel like in a way this person is like, they are trying to balance with the Four of Pentacles and the Two of Pentacles. They definitely are trying to find that kind of balance between like work and home life, like work and the other emotional side of life, like your friends, your family. They're trying to find that balance, and I feel like you guys have that balance really well, and you have strong boundaries up, and it's almost like they're saying that they have a lot that they can learn from you in that sense. So yeah, they're very like pleasantly surprised by you is the energy. Like I feel like it's like certain things that they thought was impossible to do, you managed to do it very easily. Like I feel like you guys managed to get your work done, keep your place organized or something, like keep your friendships going, and you do it all very easily. And so this person is just kind of like acknowledging how good at that you are and how much of an inspiration you are to them in terms of managing things so effectively in your life. I also feel like with the Five of Swords coming out, like this person may be a little bit, it's almost like dishonest, I feel, and you guys are you have a lot of integrity, and I feel like this person really respects that. But I honestly get the vibe just that like you are good at like almost verbal sparring with this person or giving them a run for their money, because I feel like they kind of try to act like authoritative and stuff and try to act like they're kind of the boss, and then you come around and you're like, absolutely not, and you can give it right back. And there's something about that they find really intriguing, and it's almost like they would have told themselves before, like, oh, no way, I don't want a girl like that, or I don't want a guy like that. I want a guy or a girl who does whatever I say and just lets me be the emperor. But instead, they find themselves unable to stop thinking about you, and they're kind of like, wait, what the heck is going on? Because this is not what I was trying to manifest. This is not what I was going after. But their brain can't stop thinking about you. They're very much focused on you and kind of have a one-track mind. And I feel like this is like very fresh and exciting for them, There's something about that they never really thought they wanted, but now that they have it, it's like, okay, I'm all about this. Okay, I like it a lot. So we also got the Wailing Tree, Reconciliations, Dream Thief, Refusal of the Call, Whale Song, Resonating, and In the Hand, the Universe is Your Partner. And I do apologize if I'm a little stuffed up. I think I have a cold coming on, and it wasn't as bad at the beginning of these readings, but Anyway, hopefully we can get through pile 4 because I'm sure I sound pretty congested. But anyway, so we got the whale, yeah, we got wailing tree, dream thief, whale song in the hand. So I feel like, yeah, you guys have a little bit of a psychic connection. You might dream of each other or just think of each other all the time. Like I feel like you guys have a little bit of a psychic connection. It's almost like you guys can read each other's thoughts, or you have that unspoken connection. Again, I feel like when you guys first met, they had this instant reaction to you of like, do I know them from somewhere? Have I met them? You guys are actually very similar in a lot of ways in temperament. And I feel like, again, there's this respect that this person has for you that I feel like they really don't have for hardly anyone else. I feel like this person, to be honest, a lot of people would call them a bit of a douche, if I'm being fully honest, or would be like, oh, they really, they're hard to deal with, or they really drive a hard bargain, or they're, you don't want to mess with them, or you don't want to get on their bad side or something. Like they have people sucking up to them, but you have come in and just done whatever the heck you want, and you just, they just basically are kind of eating out of your hand. Like they would hate and they would be enraged if someone said that, but that's the truth. Like they kind of do whatever you guys want. I feel like you are very much in control, and I feel like that's a rarity in this person's life because they're the ones used to being fully in control. And for some of you guys, you did meet each other in another lifetime because you guys are reuniting in this lifetime. I feel like for a lot of you guys, this may be a psychic connection where you guys have known each other on the astral realm and you guys have reconnected in this life, and that's why this person is so drawn to you. Because even though this is a crush reading, honestly, the other piles, I never said twin flame for any of the other readings because, this is supposed to be a little lighthearted before we go into Venus retrograde, but this may be a twin flame. I gotta tell you guys, it may be a deep psychic connection or something like that. I feel like for a lot of you guys, though, this person hasn't stepped forward and fully been vulnerable about their emotions, and I honestly don't know if this person ever will, because I don't think that's within their realm of possibilities, even though I do think they feel very unexpectedly emotionally connected to you, and you bring out their emotions in a way that other people have not. I just feel like it's so antithetical to their personality. It's so the opposite of them to come out and be like really vulnerable and open. So I don't think they would do that. I feel like they kind of flirt by like insulting people or being like, they kind of act tough. They kind of present this tough persona. And I feel like, again, this person in your friend circle or at work or whatever, they have like a reputation of being like tough to deal with or being strong, or maybe they're very physically strong. We got strength, or just stoic emotionally, but it's like a lot of people are kind of intimidated by them. A lot of people find them to be, hard to deal with. Like they're not that person that's going to be like, oh, you asked for a raise? Oh, sure. And you know what? We'll give you vacation time too. Like they are going to be hard to deal with. They're going to be like a hard negotiator. So it's funny because they have a real soft spot for you, but I feel like they don't want you to fully know that because they're afraid if you knew all the power you had over them. But okay, other cards we got: willpower, commitment, lighten your load, and family. So in a way, it's almost like I feel like this person feels like they can lighten their load by being with you because you guys are so like competent, and they never are around anyone else that like what they're saying is like knows what's going on like me. Like I feel like they have to like manage a lot, and they never feel like they can like delegate to someone else or that they can trust anyone else to do a good job. But then you came around and you guys are super smart, super good at like everything, and it's like really the first time that they've been kind of like, wow, okay. Like, I feel like in a way, it's like this person may have, what I'm getting is that this person may have dated people before who were just very physically attractive. And with you, even though they find you very physically attractive as well, it's like they're so attracted to your brain and to your, the way your mind works. And it's like, in a way, maybe their heart chakra was never fully open before. Again, I'm sorry how like congested I'm getting. It's getting like exponentially worse as the minutes pass. But anyway, so I feel like it's almost like their heart chakra wasn't open in other relationships because they were very much emotionally closed off. Like they were dating these people and technically open to them, but not really. But then when you came around, you blew their heart chakra wide open, and they're like third eye chakra, and their like throat chakra, and you know, their crown chakra. Like, you guys just like really make them think and really make them emotionally open in a way that they never have been before. So I feel like a lot of their emotions, it's almost like they may have had this idea of relationships where, you know, just because you're in a relationship, you're not fully open to the other person. And so when they're with you, it's like, oh, okay, this is what a relationship can be like. This is what it can feel like to unfold into someone and really show your true self. But I also feel like they don't necessarily want you to see that all the way. I feel like for plenty of them, they haven't actually approached you and been fully honest about their emotions because they're still holding back a lot. Yeah, they're still holding back, and they don't feel comfortable being vulnerable. So yeah, you guys are both though really strong. I think that's something that comes through really well, is like, I feel like both of you guys are like either high achievers or just really strong-minded, intelligent individuals who like, yeah, I just keep getting knows what's going on. So it's like you guys are both kind of aware of things and deep thinkers, and you're not the type to just slack off. And I feel like, again, I just keep getting how much this person respects that about you. It's almost like this person may not have ever thought about starting a family, but then you coming into the equation made them think about that. So we got wisdom, like I was saying, stargazing, flourish, and protect your dreams. So again, I do think this person very well might connect with you in your dream state. I definitely think they think about you a lot. And I definitely feel like this person, probably you guys enter each other's dreams in the astral realm while you guys are asleep, I guess. But yeah, I feel like you guys are just good at a lot of stuff. I feel like what they really respect, I keep getting, is like your competence. You guys being such a hard worker, you guys being smart. Like, you guys just flourish. Like, if someone puts you in a position, you just do well. You just knock it out of the park. You just figure out a way to make it happen. Whereas someone else might be like, oh my God, okay, how do I manage this? Okay, let me try that. Like, you guys are just on point. And I feel like this person, it's almost like you're giving them a run for their money. You know what I mean? Like, they thought they were the best. They thought they had everything on point, and then you came in and you were like, well, let me teach you a few things, because you have several things to learn. And this person is just kind of blown away. I feel like at first they were kind of intimidated. Now they are, or like a little like offended, like, oh, excuse me, this is my turf, this is my territory. But now they're just super intrigued by you. You guys come off as super wise, and I feel like this person, it's almost like they are used to handling everything themselves. You know, like, I feel like that's what, like, you know, on the show Scandal, I didn't watch it that much, but it comes up a lot in my readings for some reason. But like, I feel like in that show, one of the whole premises was like, she's so used to having to be really on point. Like, in her job, she is like a crisis manager, and she has to have everything done. And her catchphrase is always, it's handled. And so it's like, when she's in love, it's like kind of strange for her to be that vulnerable, you know, and to be that like open, and to be that weak, you know, of like not being the tough one in charge all the time. And I feel like that's kind of like your person, is like, they have fears about like, is it weak if I open up? Is it weak if I cry in front of this person? Is it weak if I am not the one handling everything? So being around you has made them feel like they can let their guard down and kind of relax a little bit. And I feel like it's very fresh for them. It's very new for them. I definitely think, yeah, I feel like some of you guys also might have long hair that's attractive, or they like how you guys wear your hair. I'm hearing some of you guys like pleat it or braid it or something, but they really like that about you guys. I'm seeing like a braid. So I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I feel like they like how you guys dress. I feel like you guys have a cool sense of style. I honestly think a lot of your style with this person is very compatible. Like, you guys might wear stuff that they wear. Like, if they wear like t-shirts and jeans, you wear the same. Or if they wear a suit, maybe you wear like business outfits as well. You know what I mean? Or if they're preppy, you're preppy. if they're goth, you're goth, or something like that. Like, I feel like they almost thought they were like the only one in the office or the only one in their social group who dressed a certain way, and then you came in and now they're like, oh, okay, there's someone else who's actually similar to me. Like, they're kind of surprised, you know? I feel like the energy I keep getting from them towards you is surprise, like pleasantly surprised, like, oh, I'm not alone, okay, huh? And they kind of don't know how to take it at first. They're kind of a little like competitive at first, but then they also enjoy it. So yeah, it's a mix. But anyway, okay, so we got December. So that's a mix of Sagittarius and Capricorn. So it could be a Sagittarius or Capricorn dominant person, or they just might have those placements in their sun, moon, rising, or in their Venus, Mars is especially where we would look. But they could, you know, have a Capricorn stellium or a Sagittarius stellium, or just any kind of those placements. So we also got finger, September. Okay, so that is Libra and Virgo. So also Libra and Virgo placements. Wishbone, well, star, heart, and carrot. So maybe some of you guys might have red hair or like ginger hair. But yeah, I feel like, so this person, I think they also find your hands to be very attractive. I feel like you guys, it's almost like you guys, they don't mean to pay as much attention to you as they do. And it kind of irritates them that you guys, I also feel like you guys are very useful to the people around you and you provide a lot of value. And this person keeps thinking about that. They keep thinking about like what a great team player you are. And they are just so blown away, because I'm almost feeling like certain people would like shirk their duties or don't want to do as much work. And you guys are super hardworking and you guys are willing to put in the work. And this person just respects that so much, because they have had to do so much of the work themselves, and they really can't believe that someone else has come in to like take some of the burden off of them. But yeah, they definitely, again, we have another card about family. They may be thinking about making a family with you guys. Yeah, and I feel like they really, you know, they may have tried to manifest you into existence or had a lot of like wishes about getting someone like you, but they never thought it was going to happen. Something like that. But let's get more cards. So we got spend quality time together, the heart of the matter, like attracts like, and look to your inner strength. So like attracts like is so accurate for you guys, because again, I'm getting like that you guys are just so similar. And I feel like this person, it's almost like, I feel like sometimes they might try to challenge you as a way of flirting. They may like be like, again, they're so uncomfortable by the feelings that you arouse in them that I feel like sometimes they may be like insulting almost, or like very teasing when they flirt with you. Like they might flirt with you by kind of like being like, hey, nice sweater, oh, I see the stain on it, or something, you know what I mean? Something like that, like where they're kind of teasing you a little bit. And I feel like that maybe sometimes you're like, what the heck is this person's problem? Like, do they not like me? Do they have an issue with me? But no, it's that they've never felt emotions like this for someone, and it's kind of intimidating to them. It's kind of throwing them for a loop, and they don't really know how to react to it. I definitely feel like for a lot of you guys, this might be someone you work with or see at a work setting. I just keep getting that. And I feel like if you guys work like across a table or a desk from each other, they definitely stare at you or throw glances at you. I feel like they wouldn't openly stare at you, because again, they're very trying to keep this on the DL. They're very much like, kind of like they don't want anyone else to know they have these feelings, because they're afraid of what everyone else would say and everyone else teasing them, especially because again, I think they've tried to actively cultivate that emperor reputation. They want everyone to think that they are the emperor. They've worked a long time for that. So the fact that you've come in and kind of destabilized it, I feel like they try to act very gruff and kind of like tough and like, I don't care. They're trying to act really cool because they don't want people to know. I'm hearing like simp, so it's almost like they don't want to come off as a simp. But the fact is that like we got the heart of the matter. There is more that going on than meets the eye. I feel like you guys can intuitively tell, and you guys are plugged into their emotions because you guys have this twin flame connection. So you're like, I see through you. I know what you're doing, but a lot of other people might not know. They might be like, oh yeah, he's just kind of being a douche or something. Like, again, I feel like people may say that about this person. They may come off as someone that intimidates a lot of people, and people may be kind of wary of them, of like thinking that they're not that nice and stuff, thinking that, you know, they're also super focused, I feel like, on their career and stuff, and they'll do anything to get ahead. But I almost feel like they have a soft spot for you guys. And again, that kind of concerns them because they're not used to feeling that way. You guys I feel like a lot of you guys will interact with this person at work. So we got twin flames, your passion ignites, and manifesting miracles. Your dream is soon to become reality. Trust your heart and continue to follow guidance. I also feel like this relationship, it might take time for this person to step into the energy of feeling comfortable actually coming in and approaching you and being like, these are my true feelings. Because again, I feel like this person is holding a lot of it back, not wanting people to know what they're feeling. So I feel like they're going to have to come to a place where they're like, you know what? I'm going to make myself vulnerable. I'm going to say it. I'm going to be honest. But I just feel like that may be a long time coming with this person. I don't think that is something that comes easily to them or that they ever have done in the past. So even though they're really, really drawn to you, they may be holding themselves back for the time being but I feel like you guys, it's like, you guys kind of know that, and I feel like you guys can be patient, or you'll know when they actually approach you kind of what that emotion is. Or even if, again, they do it in their little insulting way, you would know actually what the motivation is and that they are genuinely flirting with you and all of that. So you wouldn't be, missing the signals the way other people might believe this kind of attitude they put out and think like, oh, they really just don't care. But you guys see through that because you guys may be twin flames or maybe connected on the other side. I do think this person dreams about you a lot, is very open to you. On the other side is what I'm hearing, is that they actually tap into your energy each night as you guys are sleeping. And so it's like, that's why there's this overwhelming intimacy between you guys, where even though you guys may see each other only at work or only in your friend group or whatever, you guys have this intimacy because you guys are actually hanging out on the astral plane. So let me get some cards from here for pile 4. Okay, so we got small space. You guys may work or be confined in a small space. You are my wildest dream. Can't stand the thought of you with someone else. Please tell me you'll never leave. So again, I do feel like this person has insecurity a little bit, where, I don't know, they don't want to present themselves. Wow, no one could ever compare to you. Really strong emotions coming through. And we got high energy. That's definitely you guys. And I feel betrayed by you. Okay. So like I was saying, I definitely feel, we got dark and cozy. Okay, wow. Maybe this person wants to be like dark and cozy with you in a small space. A lot of things come to mind for that, but I definitely feel like this person, like I was saying, there's insecurity with them where they never felt this way. I feel like they almost feel vulnerable around you, and it definitely is something that has never happened before. I don't think they've ever felt vulnerable in their relationships ever before. I think they always kind of called the shots, but with you, they're definitely willing to kind of like try to be open, but I think it's definitely an effort for them. I don't think it comes easily to them, but they respect how high energy you are. They respect that you guys kind of, you're super smart. You guys are the Queen of Swords. You guys know so much that I feel like other people just don't know. I feel like you guys just are smart individuals with a lot of knowledge and stuff. And you guys are hard workers. You guys get a lot of stuff done. So I think that's why this person has a crush on you, is like they're kind of similar and they never met someone who could like hang with them the same way you can. And I feel like it's almost like if you guys were trapped in this dark and cozy small space, you guys would end up I feel like being able to like actually talk it out, because I feel like if you were really able to talk to this person, this communication would flow so easily and it would happen in a matter of time. You guys just need one of those like book scenarios where like the two main characters are trapped in a cabin overnight or something, you know what I mean? Something like that. Or like they're assigned to work on a project together. Like I feel like if you guys had extended time to spend together, this person, they like you so much and they would definitely, you know, be able to move things forward in the right direction. But I think that's all the message they have for you, pile 4. So let me know in the comments if it resonates. I love hearing your stories and your thoughts, so let me know. And also make sure to leave it a big like if you guys resonated with it, and check out my Patreon if you would like. I have my 18+ readings over there and a lot of other fun stuff, so definitely check that out. And I will see you guys in the next reading. I'll be posting it soon, so make sure you're subscribed over here, have those notifications on, and I will see you guys super soon. Sending you guys so much love and light. Take care, guys. Bye.